how he felt. But fuck this. I mean, look, dude, don't be homophobic. Halloween Kills was released over the weekend, and judging by the film's box office numbers, a lot of people went and saw it. It's also worth pointing out that that's not even factoring in all the people that streamed it on Peacock. So with all the attention on the movie, there was bound to be some controversy. While the reviews have been mixed to negative so far, the film is actually receiving some criticism in an area you might not expect. Some are saying that Michael Myers is homophobic in the movie. Oh, no. Obviously, if you haven't seen the movie, there are spoilers ahead. Scene in question is when Michael Myers breaks into his childhood home where a gay couple currently lives. Myers murders them. In one of the least surprising moments in the movie, he'd kill anyone regardless of sex. That's what I'm saying. I mean, look, I expect that you understand Michael Myers would kill anyone regardless of their sexual orientation, skin color. I think he's probably the most woke serial killer of all time. Scene has stirred up quite the discussion on social media. Saw the new Halloween movie. Didn't expect Michael Myers to be so homophobic. Based. Not gonna lie. Oh, this is a guy whose name is Racist Aaron Yeager. So he said, saw that new Halloween movie. Didn't expect Michael Myers to be so homophobic. Based, not gonna lie. That's how he said that. All I got from the new Halloween movie is that Michael Myers is homophobic. Michael Myers is homophobic. These are two gay guys that I guess Michael Myers killed. Halloween Kills was so good, but why did Michael Myers have to kill the one gay couple? Michael Myers is homophobic confirmed. Can't believe Michael Myers is not only a murderer, but also homophobic. Shanton Jetty Art says, will there be a sequel to Into the Pine Barrens? I'd like to go see you and Cecil go to Walmart to get pie. You never know. You never know. Can't believe Michael Myers is homophobic. Cancel. Just finished watching the new Halloween. It's official. Michael Myers is homophobic. By the way, this is, again, I know these people are kind of being funny here, but there's a little bit of truth to this. Wacky Swacky says, Michael Myers is an equal opportunity serial killer. Yeah, he is. He's colorblind, and he's gender blind and all that stuff when he kills people. Doesn't even think about it. Doesn't occur to him. But this is true. I mean, what this accidentally proves is what I've said. Once you actually do deliberate representation in movies, when you're about diversity, representation, and inclusion, you can't, those diverse characters, you can't do stuff like this with them. You can't treat them like other characters. You can't treat these characters, diverse characters, the way you would treat other characters. Everyone in a movie, except for Michael Myers, gets murdered. Everyone, except for the one person. Usually it's, what's her name? Jodie. No, what's her name? I want to say Jodie Foster, but I don't mean that. Tony Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis. There it is. Unless you're Jamie Lee Curtis, you survive. You get to live, but everybody else gets to die. But when you're doing these diverse representation characters, it hurts to see them treated like all the other characters because they're there to make you feel good about the fact that you're watching diverse characters on the screen. Michael Myers being canonically homophobic and Chucky being canonically anti-homophobic is not something I expected this year. Interesting. I didn't know that Chucky was anti-homophobic. Woke Chucky. Chucky is woke. No way motherfuckers calling Michael Myers homophobic for doing to a gay couple what he does to everyone dead. I love Twitter. Big Tex for $10 says, saw Halloween, a gay couple, mixed race couple, cross-dressing young man, black couple where wife is doctor, husband is nurse. So check mark. Whole diversity. Did he kill them all? As long as he killed everybody, that's fine. You want to do a diversity checklist and then have Michael Myers just kill everybody on the checklist. I don't know what the message is there, but this is being taken very personally by people, and I understand. Very sensitive to this. I'm sensitive to people's, people's feelings. It's one thing people have always said about me. Hi, chat. How are you? Radio interview Friday. Great, says Pilot Vaughn. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Watched a little bit of it. Let's watch a little bit more. I was on the Dana Lash show, and it was a pleasure. It was really nice. I'm a fan of Dana's. I love seeing Dana on Twitter. We followed each other for a little while. So I got to be on her show, and it was cool. And I think I'm supposed to be on her show again, but I'm not positive about that, like her TV show. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's okay if one thing that she said, she was like, we got to get you back on, and I was like, okay, but I don't. It's all right either way. Maybe like she was just saying that to be nice.
Woman, yes. I mean, that's shocking, isn't it? I thought she had a thing with Batman.
Yeah, I thought she had a thing with Batman. I mean, I mean, it is, and we're talking with Ethan Van Sciver, who is an illustrator, and he's worked with DC, and he's helped bring all these characters to life over the years. I mean, I understand the argument that people have when they're like, oh, I want representation and whatever. Why can't you create your own thing? Why do you have to rewrite canon?
Well, that's a good question. They've announced that they're going to do a black Superman and a black Batman. They're going to be making movies about these new versions of those characters. And I've asked them, I've said, back in 1993, they hired a whole collection of like amazing African-American creators who created something called Milestone Comics, brand new African-American superheroes who everybody loved. But they didn't sell well enough. And so DC Comics kind of just shelved those characters and those creators. And even though fans have been asking for those Milestone creators to come back with their characters for 25 years now, they're not for some reason. And I think it's because those creators have a piece of those characters, and DC's going to have to shell out money to them. Wow. Instead, why not do diversity this way? By taking characters that we own more of and then turning them into diverse versions of those characters. Save a little money. And
you know what Dana looks like to me? You guys are all like saying, various ideas about Dana. Dana looks like Anna if Anna like lays off the candy. Like this would be a good eventuality for Anna. I don't know. I think Anna's going to be morbidly obese by the time she hits her late 30s and 40s. All she eats are pixie sticks. That girl subsists off of Red Hot Cheetos and just candy. But I mean, this could be like I would say, Anna, this could be you. Like in your 40s. I don't know how old Dana is. She might be 50 for all I know. I have no idea. But you can't really tell. I mean, that's the whole thing. But this could be you, Anna. But you're playing. You're trifling. All right.
And a lot of this is about copyright and trademark issues. A lot of it is. The truth, justice, and the American way line that everybody loves, they lost the trademark to it. It was a trademark line.
What? How do you lose it? Who dropped that ball? How do you lose that trademark?
It's not their, I want to blame them, but it's not their fault. It just became generic. So, you could say, hey, this is the Dana show. We're all about truth, justice, and the American way. It's like aspirin. Everybody uses that phrase now. DC Comics, according to the USPTO, can no longer trademark.
Oh, I got my
phrase.
Twitter up there.
They still have faster.
Thank you. Like this is so great. Like this is how to do it. I always get angry when like people don't know how to promote other people when they're doing guest appearances. Look at Dana. She's like, follow Ethan on Twitter. I'm like, why is my Twitter blowing up? This is why. I mean, she knows how to promote people. Thank you, Dana.
Speeding bullet, but they lost it, and they were embarrassed about it. They've been hiding the fact that they lost it since 2006. And if you remember the Superman Returns movie, okay, there was a scene where Perry White goes, Superman, he's all about truth, justice, and all that other stuff, right?
Oh my god.
They were embarrassed of it.
That is all like resonating with me right now, and I did not even notice that at the time. I did not even notice it.
Everybody was frustrated by it. We all kind of went, what's going on? Why are you ashamed of America all of a sudden, DC? Well, I think they feigned a little bit more in that direction. They had Superman renounce his American citizenship, and I think 2010 it was, said he no longer wanted to be an instrument of American foreign policy. Stop. It's like Superman.
Rusty points out, it would be better for Comicsgate if Ethan's face wasn't so fat. I know, I think about that all the time. I'm like, how am I representing Comicsgate? I was a fat guy with a dyed beard, big, huge nose. I can't help it. Somebody else do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want somebody else needs to represent Comicsgate. We need Patrick Thomas Parnell some elocution lessons so that he can do this. We need handsome people. Who else is handsome in Comicsgate? Not Cecil. Fuck. Cecil can actually talk, but, We can't have some guy in a red mask out there going, hey, comics have gotten crazy. We're the sane option. No, it's not. It can't be Cecil.
don't think of Superman that way. Superman he represents what's wonderful about America.
Graham Nolan, yeah, Graham Nolan could do it. Yeah, I think so.
He represents the fact that we have power, terrific, amazing power. We were raised with American values, and we fight against tyranny. That's what Superman's meant to be. That's what America is. That's what the American way is.
Exactly.
Individualism.
It almost feels weird to say I'm glad it's more of a trademark issue than the wokery issue, at least although him say, as you were just saying, renouncing Superman, renouncing his citizenship and all of that stuff. That's, that doesn't, and that's the thing, the activists and everybody that they all get involved in this, and then they feel like they have to like rewrite these characters. To me, that seems insulting to the representation and their objective, because they're limiting themselves to what is already created instead of, and I understand that with, now with AT&T owning all of this, that it might be, a monetary issue, but think of, if they write a really good character, that would go crazy. People are starved for good original content. That's why I started watching anime during lockdown, because I couldn't find anything good and original anymore. So I became like this anime like monster, and I was embarrassed about it at first. Now I don't care. I love it. But talk to us a little bit about that, because there's so many more ideas out there, and it just is like just trying to work in the confines of what's already created. That's not fun.
No, it isn't. But these are corporate characters now. It's no longer about creativity. All they're doing is pumping out propaganda. And one has to wonder, I'm gonna blow your mind here a little bit, and I want you to think about this. This is just a theory I have, okay? And this is what I do on my YouTube channel. I theorize, and I tend to be right. I happen to know that there are woke librarians who actually receive taxpayer funding and then spend that money on small press companies and say, if you hire these woke creators to make James Bond into a transgendered black woman, then we will buy a whole gross of these books, of these graphic novels, to stock in our libraries. This is a fact. This is actually going on right now, okay? So there's a lot of this kind of SJW, far left-wing radical propaganda disguised as graphic novels appearing in public libraries.
Librarians.
That's right. So, wait a second. Is this happening on a bigger level? Okay, is it possible that these big corporations who are terribly in debt are receiving money from the government to make propaganda out of superheroes? I think it deserves a little investigation, and that's what I'm going to do on my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I think I'm right.
Yes. I want to watch and listen to that for sure, because it wouldn't be the first time the government's done stuff like this. I think of all of the propaganda in World War I and World War II. Those were, it was propaganda, but they were cool looking propaganda posters, and they weren't mean. It was like, ladies, do your hair in victory rolls and plant your victory garden. And my favorite was, if you're not carpooling, then you're riding with Hitler. That was an actual poster that they had. It legit was a real poster that they put out. So it was
riding with Hitler is the baby on board sign on the back of my car.
And that's the other thing. The world seems to be so reduced with this, and my mind is completely blown, that I feel like we now need to get more people in librarian services. That's like a science. What is it? Library science or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
We're missing as independent thinkers. We need to also conquer that area too. But it does feel like all of the fights and everything that all of the social justice warriors have, they're diminishing the big good versus evil fights that you're able to have in these amazing, fantasy spaces, and in the world of comics. They're reducing everything down to fighting because, over gender recognition or who someone's boyfriend or girlfriend is. And oh my gosh, can we aim higher?
No, Dana, see, they're good and we're evil. That's the entire point of everything that they want to say. That's what it comes down to. Liberal, far left wing. I don't even want to say liberal anymore. I know.
Liberal. Yeah, because it's an insult to classical liberals. Yeah.
Yes, far left wing radicals are good guys. They are good people, and we are bad people, and we're just going to have to deal with that through every aspect of entertainment that we used to enjoy. And that's just the way it's going to be. They just announced today that the Amazons on Paradise Island, where Wonder Woman grew up, are trans.
What?
Yes, it doesn't make any sense.
That completely, you know what? No, screw that. Screw that, because they were amazing, strong women who kicked ass, and I refuse to accept this. They're robbing women of like iconic female characters. No, I will riot. I've never rioted before.
All right, well, get ready to riot, Dana, because that's where we find ourselves right now. We find ourselves in a place where DC is now taking something that is, I mean, this is very, very strange. We'll get back to that interview in a second, but let's go straight to Wonder Woman. First of all, thank you so much, Linda Carter, for yelling at us about this. Linda Carter says, trans women are Wonder Women. End of story. Trans women are women, period. Well, I mean, except for that last part. Yes, we are. We are Wonder Women. Thank you, Linda Carter. Yes, trans women. Let's all talk. Trans women are wonderful. They're Wonder Women. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. Wonder Woman's sisters bring first transgender Amazon to DC Comics. DC Universe has made history as Wonder Woman's Amazons welcome Baya, a transgender woman, into their society in Nubia and the Amazons #1. That sounds like the fucking worst band ever. Nubia and the Amazons. By the way, written by Liam McGuire, this fuckhead. Here we go. The newly released Nubia and the Amazons #1 by DC Comics has broken new ground, marking the first time Wonder Woman's Amazons welcome to transgender woman. What is this? Why am I on screen? Why do they bust my balls this way? Hold on a second. Flash is stronger than Superman in one important way. 3 hours ago. Why are they using my artwork on Screen Rant? This is one of my old drawings. Okay. Every now and then that blows my mind. It's like I feel like they're either sending me a message or something like that. They should not be using my artwork on Screen Rant. They should know better than that. Don't they understand? Conservative comics gate. Nubia's time as Queen of the Amazons is showcased in the new DC series from Stephanie Williams, Vita Ayala, Aletha Martinez, Mark Morales, Emilio Lopez, and Becca Carey, beginning with a flashback to Nubia's own arrival on Themyscira. Is it Themyscira? Themyscira? Reminded of the Amazon's mystical well of souls, a portal through which women who have died as a result of the terror of man's world are reborn, given new life among immortal women. 5 new sisters born of the well, who represent the first group of women to come through the well in some time, wake up without knowing who they were, where they are, or what's to come next. And for one, it is a rebirth they have spent their entire life waiting for. It sounds fucking horrible to me. I am Baya. I don't know how to explain it yet, but this exact moment feels like my soul has desired it long before I came here. I am Baya! Sexual. Welcome, Sister Bisexual. On everyone's bisexual at DC. How are you trans? How is there an... Now, I don't want to get into this. I'm sure there's some weird explanation. Do you understand there is only one gender? Like, you know, look, I know it's based to say there are only 2 genders. On, you know, it's even more based to point out that there's only one gender. At least on Paradise Island, there's only one. They don't have men there. You understand? Amazons they're all women. They don't have men. How can you be born the wrong gender when there's only one gender? I don't understand. Explain this to me. Well, we only Amazons are only women. We are a race of women, and you know, there are only women here. Well, I am a woman, but I was born the wrong. Wait, hold on. I've always felt like I was. Wait a second. How the fuck does this work? I don't understand. How can there be a trans Amazonian? It's bullshit. There couldn't be. There just wouldn't be. Wouldn't happen. There would not be a trans Amazon. It doesn't work that way. You would have to do some weird thing. No, they're all women. There's no. Hold on, let me say that again. No. All right, so on Twitter, Nubia and the Amazons writer Stephanie Williams and Vita Ayala confirmed the subtextual reading that Baya is a black trans Amazon. Oh. It makes me wonder, like, no, I'm not reading it. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to. We're moving back to my video. I'm not reading this. No. No. Let's get happy again. Black transgendered Amazon. Urashima Otaru says they were probably a man before their rebirth. That's right. Very good. That's the story.
Ready for orders.
Oh, I'm muted. Oh, sorry. I was I forgot to share audio. Boomered it up there, as they say. Let's officially make a pact to stop using the word boomer. I think it's pretty played out at this point. You say it because it's internet language, but it is pretty boomer to say boomer now. All right, here we go.
I go something
We
out.
don't know how.
You're kidding
We're
me.
Conservatives.
Hold on.
Refuse to accept this. They're robbing women of like iconic female characters. No, I will riot. I've never rioted before. Not sure how that will work, but we'll figure something
We
out.
don't know how.
You're kidding
We're
me.
Conservatives. We don't know how to riot. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't. Like, would you like knock over some of the coffee displays somewhere, or like kick a sweater set at the Gap? I don't even know what that.
I think you hold a sign and yell. You
Yeah,
march
that's
in a
true.
circle,
Yeah,
right?
just politely though. Like, don't don't oppress us, please, with our signs. So now they're doing. I'm sorry, I interrupted you because you just kind of blew my mind for a second. I go ahead and please continue. I apologize.
Well, I mean, that's just it. I mean, that, every single day, DC Comics is currently on a, they want to do more with gender. They want to do more with sexual identity. And again, this is all stuff that's aimed at your kids. Understand, this is comics. We talk about them. We still enjoy them. We're adults. I make them. I make them for a living. But all of this is aimed at socially engineering your children. That's why there are woke librarians buying this stuff and stocking it in public school libraries where your second grader can get a hold of it. They know what your kids are listening to, reading, looking at. They want to change your kids. We look at it as adults and we get angry because we're diverted. We're worried about, what about good stories?
Yeah.
And of course, it's not even about that. It's about changing who you are, changing who your kids are, and reaching your kids where you can't.
Wow.
Unless you can make comic books. Want to join me and make comic books?
I cannot draw for anything, but I will totally serve as in any capacity that I can. It'll be the worst comic book you've ever seen. And I can't color very well either. I'm not. I know where my skill set is, man. I'm nowhere. I can't even compare. So, Ethan, we're out of time, but I would love to have you back because this is huge, and I think that this is a huge culture. Dictates everything, and I think that this is like one of the most important issues. And so, I would love to have you back, and I'm definitely going to check out your YouTube channel when you dive down that rabbit hole and look at all of the propaganda, because that's fascinating. Ethan Van Scrivener. I'm not even saying Scrivener. Now I'm talking about my writing app that I use.
I got an apology from her about that.
I'm always like either someone's Twitter handle or their first name. So Ethan, I appreciate you joining us. Love to have you back. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate what you do.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Take care. Thank you.
I offer this in my lord's name, for he is master of all men, and a ruler without equal. And then...
We hunger for battle. Commander. Ready for orders. Set up the watch. We hunger for battle. Your command. For battle. For death and honor! Reinforcements! More for us to kill!
Scout equites! Riders, forward!
enemy draws near!